We facilitate this every year.
And I apologize for all the goddamn audio stuff today. Like, everything feels like it's falling apart with my streaming setup, except for, like, the actual gameplay part of it. But yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you for showing me off some Final Fantasy. I will try to get into this when I have some time. And time is very scarce these days, so don't hold me to it. But thank you for having me. And let's flip over to Arbitrary Water.
Yep, and thank you, M, for playing some games, even though playing Samurais was incredibly rude.
Thank you for having me. Next time, I will wait until the last moment for that.
All right, hello and welcome. We're gonna switch over to me in a sec, I guess. So you're probably wondering how can hold it, give me a sec. Hold it, give me a sec. Hold it, give me a sec. All right, hello and welcome to Project Snowblind, a garbage trash game that I really enjoyed. Unfortunately, because this is a video game from 2005, I have to do a lot of weird fuckery to make it work properly. But hi, hello. I played this on my stream last week, and this seems like a fucking weird game, and that's why we're gonna keep playing it. Unfortunately, due to the nature of how I have set this up. Oh, jeez, everything's going off. What the fuck? Hi, so anyway, time to remember how to play this bad video game. So the project story so far with Project Snowblind. Unfortunately, I am mostly looking at my Twitch chat for this. I cannot necessarily due to circumstances beyond my control. I would need like a second monitor. Okay, this game is so loud. If you could bump it like down by like 20%. All right. Sorry, so to give you a perspective on exactly how weird this current streaming setup is, I have to set up a secondary desktop so I can adjust OBS settings, because despite the fact that I am running this game in a borderless window, it refuses to Yeah. Okay, is audio fine now? Sorry, Okay, so... Okay. So, any questions on what has happened in Project Snowblind? Because the answer is, everything. Everything has happened in this game. Seemingly without any sort of, coherency. Okay, yes, the plot. So, the plot starts with, Crystal Dynamics being told to make a new Deus Ex game in 2004. And, instead they made this game. And, weirdly enough, they took the Deus Ex name off of this. If we want, I can hop into the chat and try and answer some questions there. Time to remember how to climb. Okay, you gotta press R to climb the ladder. But basically, the thing about this game is that things continue to happen. And none of them make any sense because this game is a flaming mess. But I gotta blow up these turrets.
The last rail cannon is still operative and pinning down Liberty Coalition forces.
But the thing about this game is that it just it is completely frictionless in a really fascinating way. Yeah. Well, it does that because, you see, they zap me and they disrupt my bioelectric energy. So you can kind of play this game like a stealth game, but why would you? Am I hacking their brains with bullets? Yes. You can also hack them with an ice pick, but what if you just... Okay, watch this. Immersive sim gameplay. Yeah.
Be aware.
I should probably use my powers, because I have them. But I really want to get to a cutscene because the cutscenes for this game are nonsense in a really fun way. Alright, just trying to remember all of the mechanics in this game. All of the wonderful mechanics. So you're like, ah. Look at all these,
Enemy forces en masse in the northern sector.
Okay, time to remember what the controls are. Use augmentation as Alt. Alright, now I remember.
Republic forces have defeated the Liberty Coalition in a major engagement.
But this game is fascinating, because... Hold it, I'll get into chat and see if we... And get some friends to talk to, so that I can more easily answer what the hell is going on here, by once again switching to a secondary desktop. I will be in the endurance run chat if anyone wants to join me and be like, Brayden, what is this? What is this? Is this better or worse than Invisible War?
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, Gino.
Hi.
So, Gino, have you ever played Deus Ex?
Oh, but people speak highly of it.
Okay, so this is like a failed Deus Ex game,
I've heard that about this.
and
How does Deus Ex fail?
okay, by having very low, I think the core to games like this is oh, okay. The core to games like this is the level design and the kind of situations you get yourself thrown in.
Excellent work, Lieutenant. You've cleared the way for the evacuation.
Because, you know, like, the big selling point of Deus Ex back in 2000 was like, hey man, you can sneak. Oh, got a gas
Sneak.
grenade. You can sneak. See, look at these guys. They don't notice me.
Love sneaking. It's one of my favorite things.
Does he not? Does he not?
Embrace your destiny.
See, this is a very good game because I just sneaked them to death
Guns?
with guns.
That certainly sounds like the best way to sneak. By the way, hi, I've wormed my way in here to
Absolutely.
help you with the chat stuff.
No, I just need someone else to just explain this game to, because this game is baffling.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand it myself. It does sort of remind me, like, look-wise, to the original Deus Ex.
Yeah.
That's like in engine only, maybe?
I I don't remember what engine this was using. It might have been the same Unreal Engine branch that Invisible War used. So it's very possible. Oh,
Looks like you got snowblinded.
I got snowblinded by triggering every single mine because I'm like, oh, I can just tank through it. Because that's how I've gotten through this game so far. Okay. And as you can see, there's this weird letterboxing and blurring effect because this game was not meant for
I
widescreen.
found them. The missing troopers. Echo Squad. The Republic's detaining them.
Yeah, it almost looks like when you have like a video error.
Yeah.
Negative. We've run out
I
of time.
had to do some dark
Cannot
magic.
jeopardize second platoon's chances of
God
evacuating.
bless PC Gaming
And
Wiki.
I can't leave men behind, sir. I'll go it alone if I have to.
Whoa.
Said negative,
This certainly looks like a
Lieutenant.
stealth game.
You
I
have
don't know
your
why.
orders.
Yeah,
With all
That was
due
definitely
respect,
stealth.
sir, I've got $500 million of science on
So
my
is
back.
there hacking in this
I'm not
game
letting
at
it go
all?
to
no,
waste
you
right
just shoot
now.
the ice pick at something and it hacks it for you.
Sir?
Okay.
You have just reminded an old soldier the definition
What?
of duty. Permission granted, Lieutenant. Hurry.
Thank you, sir.
Like, every single cutscene in this game does not explain itself at all. As you're playing as Jeff Cyberman. Oh, now I have a cloak.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I do like the broken widescreen
Yeah.
bars there.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Just thank you, PC Gaming Wiki, and also the person who made a widescreen fix for this game. I love that someone took the effort to make this game playable on modern OSs. But yeah, there's this weird like post-processing blur effect on these cutscenes that I don't think is supposed to be there. But honestly, it just makes the entire thing more surreal.
It almost looks like there's supposed to be some sort of blur effect that's just not translating
Yeah.
properly. So instead, you just get a weird. I don't even know how to describe
After
it.
image?
Like when you, yeah, it's like when you download like a video via torrent, but you miss a
Yeah.
piece, and then
Whoops.
part of it just goes like, whoa.
Yeah.
So if anyone in the chat has any questions about Project Snowblind, feel free to ask them. I will interpret them to Arbitrary Water so that
Yeah.
he may sort of answer them, because it
Yeah.
looks like that this is sort of an impossible game to describe as I'm looking at it myself.
If anyone here worked at Crystal Dynamics or IDOS at this period of time, I would love to hear about it.
I'm not even sure what he did there. It's like he jumped on the floor and
Yeah.
then bounced like some sort of like basketball into
Yep.
the corner.
Yep. Okay, now I got cloak. So, you know, I can sneak by shooting a guy in the head
Stealthily.
stealthily.
Tactical bullets to the head.
Tactical head bullet. Okay. And I feel like the other thing I get from this game is they clearly had ideas because you get a bunch of gadgets and powers and stuff. But also, what if you just shot them in the head?
What then?
Oh, look, it's a vent.
Happens.
See, this is a Deus Ex game. There's a vent.
Yep. Deus Ex confirmed.
Yeah.
Sneak in that vent.
And,
Disarm a bomb. Sneak in that vent.
yeah.
Hack a
Oh my
turret.
god, JC, a bomb! A bomb!
Jesus Christ is in this game?
Oh, I should.
Yes,
I should.
the protagonist of Deus Ex, Jesus Christ Ensign.
Yep.
Actually, no joke, that's pretty much more or less kind of a plot point in Deus Ex 2 Invisible War.
Yeah. Invisible War is a lot.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I played Invisible War earlier this year on stream, and highly regretted doing so. Oh right, I can turn invisible.
I struggle to even explain Invisible War. It is a game that when I first got it, I was like, oh, this is going to be so fun. And then I feel like I was just stuck on loading screens the whole day.
Yeah, that's like half of it. Is like, okay, so you know that story, there's that story that Todd Howard kind of gave about how sometimes Morrowind would just crash the Xbox and basically reload it during loading screens, and that's why the Xbox version of Morrowind has such long loading screens. Well, Invisible War kind of does something similar, where it basically loads an entirely new instance of the game every time you change environments. And I think this game does something similar.
It sounds like an efficient use of development time.
Yeah.
Just why make the game work when you could just reload the game every time?
Yep. I mean, they got this to run on a PlayStation 2, so...
Impressive.
You are playing the
I am playing the
PS2 version.
I am playing the PC version, which is why it looks so good.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say that's some sharp textures.
No, if I
But
was
now
playing,
I know exactly why that blur effect happens. That
Yeah.
that weird blur effect was like all over the PS2 back in the day.
Because it's good.
Yeah.
Boxes of canned beans. Check. 3 boxes of shotgun shells. Check. 8 boxes of 9mm ammo. Check. 1 box of 30 magazines.
Did you just hack those people with your fist?
I hacked those people with my fist. I will give it this, the
Tactical fist.
gunplay in this game is better than Invisible War.
I was actually legitimately surprised that anyone even tried to resurrect the Deus Ex franchise, and genuinely surprised that when they did, it was more or less a good game.
Yeah, Human Revolution's great. It's a little rough in spots, but... and Mankind Divided is good for being clearly half a game that was...
Lieutenant, there have been recent reports of Republic soldiers using portable shield units. They can be overwhelmed with sheer firepower, but a well-placed EMP might be quicker. Kanazawa out.
telling me...
So I have a question to propose for you, and this is my own question. If instead of Deus Ex 2 Invisible War, that this came out, and this was called Deus Ex 2 Invisible War, what do you think would have happened to the Deus Ex franchise?
Honestly, the same place. Yeah, this was going to be Deus Ex 3. I think it was called, like, under the working title of Deus Ex Clan Wars or something. And then very late in development, they said, actually, no. We can't call this Deus Ex.
I don't know, you're doing some camera hacking things here. This seems pretty Deus Ex to me.
Lieutenant, release the prisoners and return to base as quickly as possible. Kanazawa out.
Oh no, he's got a shield. Guess I just better slow-mo.
Wait, this game has a slow-mo feature?
Yep. And look how slowly it drains my battery, too.
Yeah. See every pixel.
And also, look at this amazing blur effect.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, where am I? Can't see me. Oh. I love it when they hit me with an EMP and it just... It's impossible to see anything. So the other weird thing about this game is, you know, of the many, is that it's very easy.
It doesn't seem like you're struggling that much.
I am
Is there
not
some sort of like health regeneration mechanic that I'm missing?
No, they just don't do very much damage.
No, it's just nothing deals damage.
Oh look.
Oh, those were your dudes.
Yep. And there was a convenient red barrel next to the turret, which those guys could not shoot for themselves.
Well, it's against OSHA regulations to shoot red barrels.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this.
Really, honestly, you're about to get written up by the IHSA. It's unfortunate. But
I had to do hazard training when I did custodial, so I could tell you all about like regulations involving dangerous chemicals, and also.
So hang on, are we outside now, or are there just trees in this room for reasons?
Excellent AI.
Come on, people. Let's get up that elevator.
So, are you stopping those people?
No, I am helping liberate the prisoners or something.
That doesn't look like it's going so well for them, to be fair.
No.
Chief, listen, Lieutenant. We can't leave here just yet. That crazy Republic general running the show, he's been developing a weapon that Brown is going to want to know about. I don't know specifics.
Okay, so that's how you can tell that it's a Deus Ex game. The fact that you're able to pick up boxes.
Yep.
If he's so smart, Sarge, what's he doing locked up here with us, Rip?
The most Deus Ex mechanic of them all.
Yeah, being able to throw
Everyone knows
boxes.
it.
Yeah. Or climb the Statue of Liberty using remote mines, which is a thing you can absolutely do in the original Deus Ex.
I was actually mostly unaware of that.
Yeah, no, people figured out because the lambs, the little, the little mines have collision, so it's possible if you have a couple of them to just throw them down and climb up with them.
You gotta find that scientist. You gotta own your judgeship or what?
So pistol assault fire is just a little rocket. That's fun. And also, oh right, let me show you something fun. This game has bad gravity gun.
So does this predates
No, this
Half-Life 2, I
this
assume?
is 2005, so it's after Half-Life 2.
Oh. Oh.
I assume an impressive scripted event is happening. Like, this is impressive.
I mean, you seem to be in some sort of cathedral filled with sea crates.
Yeah. I believe this takes place in Hong Kong, future Hong Kong. But also, like, it feels like every single cutscene in this game was taken out of context from another video game.
Sounds, yep. Another game they were making?
Perhaps, yeah, perhaps another game that
Canceled
they were making
or
that,
something?
yeah, maybe did not pan out super well, but they didn't completely scrap the project and instead turned it into this.
They ran out of budget, for example.
Oh, jeez.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
They ran out of budget.
Oh shit, they actually... Nope, never mind, you're still alive.
Nope, I still got a revival thing. Oh, by the way, yeah, just revival things, huh? But I find games like this fascinating. Like, games that are very clearly cobbled together and shipped.
There is certainly a certain allure to that type of game.
Just, like, trying to piece together what the original vision was going to be.
I'm trying to think of, what was that? There was like a Fallout game that got cancelled.
Yes, Van Buren. The original
think,
Fallout
like,
3.
What do you guys think a world where they made like a cobbled together fake Fallout 3 came out, just called it like... Well, I mean, it couldn't have been Fallout 3 because they lost the license at that point, right?
Yeah, well, Interplay died. Interplay exploded. And that's why Black Isle did not get to make Van Buren. And, you know, then Bethesda got the license, and the rest is history. And now people associate Fallout with perfectly fine but kind of whatever open world games. And New Vegas, which is great.
By Beach on Giant Bomb says he has an unopened disc of this. What do you think about that?
How much is it worth on eBay? Like,
I'm gonna assume that it's worth negative $300.
Yeah.
Actually owes eBay money, but
as someone,
that's just me.
As someone who has been looking at, who is probably slightly too knowledgeable about the current price of oh, whoops, sorry. Slightly too knowledgeable about the current price of complete in-box copies of older video games. I do not think this game is probably worth all that much.
Really, it's worth what you feel it's worth.
This was worth the 89 cents I paid for it on Steam. I feel like 89 cents is the correct price for this game.
I feel like I need to confirm this. They actually sell this on Steam.
Yes, this is on Steam. I bought this on Steam. It was on sale
Really?
a couple weeks ago.
Mule took your money for this?
Yes, yes, a fine Square Enix joint right here. Cause yeah,
this is a Square Enix joint.
Yep, cause IDOS. Yeah. because IDOS put all their stuff up on Steam pretty early. Like, they were a pretty early supporter of Steam. And that includes this gem of a video game.
Or do we all look forward to the future where they make a Smash Brothers-esque Square Enix game with Project Snowblind characters as
I hope
unlockables?
so. All of my favorite characters, Lara Croft, generic human man, I believe is the name of my character.
Wait, is it not Deus Ex Man?
It is fortunate for us both that you found me.
What is with that man's arm?
He's got a cool cyber arm.
I love cyber arms. Wait, what? Wait. I see his arm again? It looks like
I feel like something was genuinely wrong with that cyber arm.
Something might be, like, yeah.
You see that? That looks like a Ratchet and Clank arm.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does.
Which I guess makes sense to PS2. But
DG Relkin says his name is Frost. The hero of Project Snowblind is named Frost.
Okay.
Ooh.
Jeff Actionman.
Remember Frost's work with Nixon.
Yeah. You know, my favorite MK character, Frost.
I'm going to assume that he is the great-grandson of the poet Robert Frost?
Yes.
Canonically, that's true.
Oh, booty. And the booty was destroyed.
Booty?
Booty.
Good job, Booty.
Booty on the ceiling.
Favorite
Second
song
platoon
by,
coming at you. Wait, what just happened? Did he laugh? What was that?
What was that?
Like, I didn't have sound on for the game, but he made some weird motion with his mouth that I can't describe.
Yeah.
Well, buy beach on Giant Bomb. Is this more than what you expected? If so, maybe you could always open up that copy of Project Snowblind and experience this for yourself.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Quick cue. Is there snow in this game?
No.
Other than your main character named Frost.
They're talking about it's an EMP bomb.
Okay.
We'll figure out a way to stop it.
Does your guy have a cyber arm? Did you get
Your
the
guy
cool cyber
is
arm?
a Cyberman. Yeah.
Damage is done.
Okay, I can tell because of the cyber shit.
Okay, literally the first 5 minutes of this game, it's like, alright guys, gotta stop this war, and then the war literally starts the second you turn around, and then you got turned into a cyborg.
Superpower, you create a domino effect across the
Hey, look over there, and then when you turn back around, it's like, ah, you're a cyborg.
Yep.
Idiot.
Yep.
Ah.
So what you're saying is,
Off the face of the earth.
this is Quake 4 before Quake 4.
The
Yeah.
general does not care about the Republic or Hong Kong.
Actually, I'm gonna have to
He
double
cares
check that.
about
When
the
the hell did
future
Quake
of
4 come out?
humanity.
We got a question in from the chat from Zombie Pie name, that says, why are you going to subject Jeff and I to this?
No?
You're weak and deserve to die.
What?
The way he sees it, unless you can survive a stone age, you
I
should
like
not
to believe
survive
that this
at
is what
all.
happens to
Humanity
Robin,
needs to be
to the
tested.
character Jack Frost from the movie
That's why
Jack
it's
Frost.
gonna
Yes.
explode these devices in New York,
Absolutely.
Tokyo, and Paris simultaneously.
Okay, so I've done a bit
Snowman.
of confirmation.
It's gonna weed out
This
the weak
does in fact
from the
predate
strong.
Quake 4. This
Yep.
came out in February of 2005.
Get
Quake 4
HQ
came out
on
in
the horn.
October of 2005.
Yep.
When is
Therefore,
he
this is the
planning on
winner.
doing this? How soon before the bombs?
Just the superior.
Isn't this an RPG? Not really. This is not an RPG.
It could be months. It could be
Are we not all
hours.
playing a role in the
Yeah,
Project
I mean,
Snowblind?
one could argue that yes, I am playing the role of white protagonist man, Frost.
As William Shakespeare said,
Yeah,
life is a stage and we are all merely players.
yeah. I'm not gonna make you play this for the podcast because we're already playing so many good games. I got to a part in Xenosaga that just absolutely wild. And it was a reminder, like, oh, we picked the best game to start with, like the best long-form RPG.
Xenosaga, everyone's favorite game.
Yep, just absolute nonsense.
I'm in. No sign of our
I
boys.
forget what the name is. The characters are. Is someone invisible?
Yep.
Snow.
Frost out.
You were blind to him.
Yep. Oh yes. Listen, if it was Snow, it'd be a different character. You'd be like, I'm the hero!
Oh, right, that's Snow. Yep.
Yep.
So I don't.
So,
I don't
Gino,
want to
when are we
interrupt
gonna
too
play
much.
Lightning Returns for your podcast?
Go to hell.
Oh God.
Because
I
I would
do
love
want
to
make a
join
quick,
you for Lightning
quick,
Returns.
A quick 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, if you
Yeah.
guys will.
Okay.
So we've established that this is a Deus Ex game, and that J.C. Denton is basically Jesus Christ Denton. Did you know that in Xenosaga, Jesus Christ is a character?
Yes. Please, no spoilers. I am aware. I think I might know who it is, but I'm trying to go in as spoiler-free as possible, because I think it will be real fun to
No
organically...
spoilers on who Jesus is.
No spoilers on who Jesus is.
I mean, I'm looking at the Xenosaga wiki, and the biography says Jesus was a man that lived in Jerusalem. Okay, I can't. I can't.
All right.
It's literally just the Bible.
Maybe not the place to debate the theological underpinnings of Christianity.
Look, it's in the Persona series. It's summoned. Wait, no, Satan's in there.
You can summon Satan and Lucifer, but no Jesus.
Lucifer. Oh, isn't Jesus in? What is the?
I believe the Virgin Mary is a persona in one of the later Persona games.
Yeah, Persona Survivor, Devil Survivor, I think.
Yeah.
Jesus is there.
Devil Survivor's weird.
It is. You can become Jesus in Devil Survivor. You survive the devil and then become Jesus.
Because the
Like
weird
the
thing
Bible
about
says.
Devil Survivor is that it's a tactics game that doesn't need to be a tactics game. Because at no point does positioning matter or anything like that. It's just you go on a grid and then you engage in Shin Megami Tensei combat. We should play Devil Survivor for the podcast.
One day, but that's a
One day.
That's a doozy. That's a long one.
Also, that game has like 6 different routes.
Tons of routes. You can become Satan or you can become Jesus.
Yep.
The 2 canonical paths.
Yep. Well, listen, as we all know, in Shin Megami Tensei, you are either a fascist or a fascist, or a milquetoast centrist who's like, you know, maybe humanity's okay and we shouldn't destroy the world or create a police state under Yahweh.
Yeah, all bad ideas.
Video games are good, y'all.
Video games are good.
They are pretty good. I don't want to do any spoilers here, but I just want to give a word of warning. Anyone who looks at the Xenosaga wiki, if you go down to the second alias of Cosmos, you will find an interesting surprise.
Oh, I'm aware of that one, but yeah, there's some stuff going on. Also, I just love the beeping sound.
Yep, that's key to enjoyment of this game, actually.
As the developers intended. You can see.
You know, the weird thing is, I actually just intended to try and look up that one, like, douchebag character in the first Xenosaga game, where he's a complete dick, then he dies and comes back later, and then I end up finding Jesus Christ.
Sure.
Imagine that.
Got a cool lightning gun. Got this shield that drains barely any energy.
And the shield prevent all damage?
Yup!
Oh, cool.
This is a balanced video game? Oh, I died. Damn it.
To see it.
Hate to see it.
Like this.
The beeping. M says she can't take it. I'm sorry, M. And now I get to start all the way back here. Where's the sniper? Here we go. Oh, there's... Hey guys, where do you think I should go? Where do you think the objective indicator's trying to point me?
Hard to tell, really.
Hard to tell.
Could be anywhere. So does this game normally have like a siren just blaring in the background at all times?
I mean, yeah, kinda.
Oh, things just got real trippy. Did you activate the slow-mo?
Yep, I'm using slow-mo.
I like how even the objective indicator enters the slow-mo mode as well.
Of course. I hate this blur effect.
Yep, it's
Get stopped.
Because, you see, I reached the donation goal incentive for finishing one of the games that I had streamed during that stream, and so I said, obviously I need to do this one. Actually, I believe I got the incentive to finish 2. So let's talk. What should be the other game of the 5 I played that I should play more of on stream? And if you say Blood 2, I will fight you.
Blood 2?
Blood 2 was not a good time.
Blood 2, the blood editing?
Yep. No, so, you know, Blood is a fun little, like, build engine shooter from '97 that might be secretly the best build engine shooter, because, you know, Duke Nukem 3D hasn't exactly aged well, let's say. Oh, hey, what's up? Oh. Why did this game suddenly get difficult? That's the real question. I do think we could do Hitman Absolution, because I was surprised by how much of Hitman Absolution is just the new Hitman games, how much of that is informed by Hitman Absolution.
I remember a lot of people being very excited about Absolution, and then it actually came out, and
it seems totally fine. Like it, you know, the levels are very small. In a way that
Stay alert.
And what would you say this game is most similar to? Because it seems like it's not actually most similar to Deus Ex.
No. What is... I'm trying to think of shooters from 2005. And I think maybe the closest comparison might be like Fear. This is like bad Fear.
I haven't heard Fear in a while. That's a name.
Dude, Fear is great. I played Fear last year, and that is a one-track game that is just, hey man, you want to slow-mo kick dudes in the face? And then sometimes there's a little girl from The Ring because it's 2005 and we saw The Ring.
Yep.
That checks out, actually, yeah.
If we made The Ring, but we didn't have to pay licensing fees.
I mean, that is half of all Japanese horror games from the early 2000s. If we want to get real, one of the games I bought on PSN was I bought Fatal Frame 2. You know,
the second Fatal Frame.
Yes. Because
I tried to play Fatal Frame 1 for the podcast, and that game is bad to play.
No, those games are not those games are interesting, and they're actually kind of scary. But I would not say they are like compelling gameplay experiences. See, this is kind of like a Deus Ex. Okay, whoops, I hit the objective indicator again. Okay, it is F. Very stealthy.
Rocket launchers are certainly the most stealthy weapon. I mean, if a large explosion happens and no one is left alive to hear it, did it really make a sound?
The AI doesn't quite seem to understand that roofs. I mean, this is like some nice-looking environmental art for the period. Like, it is certainly. This is definitely very, like, Deus Ex. Because they're the Hong Kong segments in Deus Ex. But, yeah. Yeah, Proto-Crisis is also not a bad way of putting it. Like, what if Crisis but bad?
I have another comparison that I'd like to make. Would this be less worse Daikatana?
I would need to play Daikatana.
Ooh, I would not suggest that.
Oh, I've thought about it. It's on GOG. Another high-quality IDOS property, Daikatana. Another excellent Square Enix game.
Oh, wow. Does that mean George... Wait, am I thinking of the right guy?
John Romero?
John Romero. Is he a Square Enix
Lucas.
character?
John Romero's...
It's George Lucas, a Square Enix character.
Yes.
Now that the Star Wars universe is owned by Disney, and Disney is
Kingdom Hearts,
Star Wars,
transitive property
of Kingdom Hearts, George Lucas is a Star Wars character, is a fantasy character.
Yeah.
Wow, you went over that barrier.
Yep. That's right.
Oh.
I Deus Ex'd. Look at this vent. I'm crawling through it. I am immersively simulating. Oh, look, it's a camera. I solved the camera. With bullets.
Damn. What happens if it sees you?
The alarm goes off, and then, like, 3 guys attack me, but honestly, given that the alarm is constantly going off, it doesn't seem like a big deal.
Seems like you're hacking their brains with bullets pretty reliably, so I don't know that 3 guys is going to do that much. You can slow-mo, and then infinite shield, and then...
Yeah... There are save rooms. Alright. Here's the other thing about this game, is I believe this game is only like 4 or 5 hours at most. Because I feel like we are already getting close. Alright, EMP.
It seems that it is approximately 6 hours long.
Okay.
Feels like it could be the middle, the beginning, or the end. Really? This is some 2000 game design. I have no idea what anything is. It's all gray. We're all very boxy.
Yep. I have no idea what's happening.
Oh god, you set off the alarm, you fool.
Oh no, I set off the alarm. What will I do?
You should have used stealth. What if you crouch?
You've
What if
activated
I
Ed 209.
crouch this, robot?
Oh well. Nevertheless.
Ah, well. I can't leave without my buddy Superfly.
It's true.
I
weird electric arm.
I would play Daikatana. I would seriously consider it. Even though I know I would just be sad.
Second katana is really the one that does it.
Yeah. Yeah, Daikatana just means big sword.
Oh, it's D.
Yeah, it's D.
It's DAI.
Yeah.
Katana. Yep. Damn it. See, here I was thinking it was 2, like I said.
I've done a quick look to see how donations are. I'm not sure if you noticed this, but it looks like Gino, you got another donation about an hour ago for $5.17. Oh,
yeah, I know.
It's supposed to be on the down low?
Well, it's on the download because apparently M's going to make things happen.
M, you didn't hear that.
I passed CP. Shut the fuck up.
If you want to donate to me instead, that's fine too.
Absolutely.
I said if I got 800, I would revisit any of the games I had streamed for my bad choices streams.
You don't have to do this.
Like on a poll. So if people wanted me to play more Ultima 9, they could certainly vote to do so. But only if they
go ahead, go first.
Only if we get to $800.
Is Ultima 9 the one that's 3D?
Yes, Ultima 9 is the one that killed the franchise.
Okay, my next question. Does Ultima 9 follow the 4 principles or whatever the hell of Ultima? You got lawful and justs and what are the
truth, love, and courage?
Yeah, those.
And then the 8 virtues. Yep.
The 8 virtues and the 3 the Holy Trinity.
Yep.
Does it follow that? Oh. Well, answer this question because we have to kick over to Nikki's stream.
All right.
It's time to play footsie with Hades.
Oh, Nikki Rooney gonna play Hades the foot pervert way. I caught some of that.
He's starting his OnlyFans.
That I couldn't do it. It's very impressive.
It is, and it's every fucking year, and it's a different game every time. So,
all right,
Arbitrary, kick it off.
All right, thank you, Gino and Rory for helping facilitate this every year. I'm gonna keep going on my own stream if people want to stick around there. But thank you all for donating. I am stuck in this vent because what the fuck is this game?
Ducking is not an option.
I am stuck on the environment. Help! I need an adult. This has been Project Snowblind. Thank you all for watching. I'll keep going on my own stream, but let's hand it over to Nikki Rooney for Hades but with feet.
Hades but sexy.
Hades but sexy. And I'll stay around in the chat. I can't... I probably can't see what's happening, but I will happily stick around and chat.
I don't know if is Nikki joining? No, I think Nikki does things solo.
Okay.
I don't think there's any. I don't know. Nikki's more than welcome.
Yeah.
I would imagine playing with your feet and also talking to people is hard.
Yeah.
Up here are the toes. See, I would want to play some FFTCG games, but people have usernames like Octachode, and I just can't.
Jesus.
And then they make their game names like Czech Uganda, and I don't know what that means, but it's probably rude.
Are you telling me that people on the internet might have rude usernames?
Yes, rude usernames and inappropriate views. Nikki beat the game with every weapon except the spear and one other one.
What?
Is this with his feet?
With feet. Feet only.
I mean, I eventually got to that point, but it took me quite some time, and I could not do it with my feet.
I believe he beat all of his runs went on to beat Hades. And then all of them with feet.
I mean, to be fair, I'm about to get Elite Gamer for a second, but I think Hades gets pretty easy once you get to a certain point.
Yes.
Like, you guys did it for the podcast, and there's definitely a point in Hades where it stops being super difficult.
Correct. And there are certain weapons and run strategies that make the game easy regardless of how you play, kinda.
Yeah, like, there is enough controllable variables in that game for you to be able to definitely have a successful run once you get the basics down.
Yeah, like, I think that once you get access to the shield,
yeah,
there are shield strategies that you can just not take damage a lot of the time. There's upgrades, like upgraded weapons that...
Yeah, and you can, you know, manipulate god boons with the little add-ons in such a way as to be able to get the drops that you want. And I feel like I definitely also got to the point where I knew what boons were good for what weapons. Like, you know, for a multi-hitting attack. Okay, that's right. Okay, I had to hop while crouched, and it finally let me go over. Is there anything here? This level design is poor.
Science works.
A
quick update for you, Arbitrary Water. Looks like you got a $15.52 donation from Trash Squad. They say, great job for your endurance run, fellow GBer.
Thank you, Trash Squad. Purveyors of trash. Thank you. I need to... Okay. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna have the robot tell me where to go. Oh. Oh, hey.
So I have an interesting challenge that you guys could probably bring up to Nickaroonie one year.
Yeah?
People getting double chats in their feed. I don't know how you people did this. I need to learn how to do this.
I would get chat in my feed, but yeah, this game is exclusive full screen.
Oh, you mean the giant bomb chat as well as the Twitch chat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you just use it, what, like a browser?
Yeah,
Sure.
you just gotta use a browser and then mess around with Luma key.
Yeah, I fully admit that my stream setup skills are extremely poverty tier.
I'm just curious, do you guys think it would be possible for Nickaroonie to be able to play 2 games at once using both feet and hands?
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Nikki. Why don't you ask Nikki?
Oh, shoot. Hello, Nikki.
Nikki,
Can.
hello.
1 second, I'm gonna make this part a little quieter for the stream.
Sure.
Or
Alright.
why don't you...
Yeah,
Izzy,
Nick,
if
I
you
have
wanna
a
ask that
quick
question again.
question. Are
Yeah.
you capable of playing 2 games at the same time?
Like with the feet?
Yeah, well, 1 game with your feet and 1 game with your hands. Is that something you think
Oh.
you could pull off?
I could try it. It sounds very, very hard.
I would assume that, like, if one game was not that taxing mentally, and so you could have breaks, like, you could probably, like, slay the spire with my hands, and Hades with my feet would probably be something you could do.
I
But,
could
like,
play Slay the Spire with my hands.
But I feel like if you were trying to do, like, you know, Karuga with your hands,
Oh,
and
jeez.
Spelunky with your feet, it's just like, no, that's not... Human mind can only do so many things.
I'm trying to think of like the ultimate scenario where you have to defeat yourself in Street Fighter with your feet versus your hands.
Ultimate
I
grudge
could,
match.
I could definitely try something like that.
I don't think I ever unlocked this spear. Is this like the final spear, or a very upgraded spear?
It's like the third one, so it's not the like secret one.
Okay.
It's this form of the spear makes the spin attack really good.
Yeah, I never unlocked this one, and yep, I can see how good that is. Damn.
Lieutenant, I do not
Spin to win.
General Yan Lo has taken
Pretty
the
much.
base. The coalition's worldwide safety is at risk. There is vital information.
This is
on
definitely like
must not get
if
into
you
his hands.
just figure
His
out
soldiers
the
must
right
be
way to play this
destroyed.
game,
Listen carefully. The self-destruct code is
you can get through it pretty easy.
Hotel.
Yeah, it's
One,
unless you start putting on the heat, like it's pretty
any survivors along the
not
way.
mechanically intensive, I guess, because like your build kind of helps you cover your mistakes.
Yeah, and just knowing what the good abilities are, knowing what you really want access to, you can become pretty tanky or pretty powerful. You can make up for mistakes.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
Like,
we just witnessed a very emotional moment in Project
Snow-
Snowblind.
Yeah, yeah. Once again, out of context, a character who appeared once previously to give me my briefing had a heroic death.
If there are no heroes, is there such a thing as a heroic death?
Whoa there, Hideo Kojima.
Or never changes.
Yeah.
Have you caught any fish with your feet, Nikki?
Yeah.
Is that like a real life thing, or are you talking about like in this
Oh.
game?
In Hades,
the
you
game.
can catch fish.
I've caught a fish in real life when I was a child, and they put like 800 fish in the ponds.
Self-destruct code accepted.
That is a lot of
Countdown
fish.
Initiated.
Yeah, they make sure you catch them.
See, I went fishing once. No, twice. I've gone fishing, I think twice, and caught something. And first time it was in the ocean and was like a deep sea fishing thing on vacation. The second time I got a stick and I found some fishing line that was just left on the side of a lake. Then I borrowed a hook from someone. My uncle gave me like some bread and a pea. I just put that on the hook. And that was basically it. and I ended up catching a fish.
That's
and
fun.
then the hook got stuck in it. And then I realized, oh no, there are consequences to my actions, and I never fished again.
That's funny because I just realized that you said this story like last weekend. Which is,
I did.
It's weird that it came up again.
I caught a fish at scout camp, and the part that kind of messed me up a little bit, well, you know, I was 13, so whatever, violence is hilarious, is when, you know, the fish is still wriggling, and it's like, well, there are a couple ways to deal with this. And because we were like 13, we hit the fish with a stick until it stopped wriggling.
Oh god.
Believe it or not, that is more or less what they do on fishing boats as well.
Kind of smack it in the back of the head or something.
Yeah. Though typically on a fishing boat, I mean, at least the people that run fishing boats, they know the way to hit it so that it's just the one and done.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we were dumb children. Yeah.
See, I lost one hook in a fish, and I was like, what happens to the hook? And they're like, well, it stays in the fish till the fish dies, probably from the hook. And I was like, oh no, what have I done? I'm not gonna eat that fish. That fish didn't have to die, I was just trying to have a fun time. Pop, you didn't tell me that the fish can die.
Is this why you're a vegetarian, Gino?
It's not why I'm a vegetarian, but it's part of it, I'm sure, because I'm soft and weak.
It is the first step of the experience bar that led to vegetarian class being unlocked.
Yes, vegetarianism. I mean,
could have gone the other way. I mean, you definitely don't want to unlock the cannibalism class. That's no good.
Yeah.
For a minute there, I was like, maybe I could be like a conscientious like one of those conscientious hunters. Like, you know, I only food I caught.
Like Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh fuck. That means I respect like the act of killing. I'm not distanced from it. But then I was like, but what if I just didn't kill anything? I tried very hard not to kill anything.
I have yet to kill anything. But insects, and a couple fish that one time.
Yeah, I've definitely killed insects for displeasing me, for the low stakes of displeasing me, and you know, I have to deal with that dissonance in my life.
Yeah.
My thing with insects is I always just tell myself that they are very, very far from being able to even think about fear, so I don't really care.
We're already getting down some deep places right now.
They're just like a little robot.
Yeah.
They just follow the instructions. They're just like responding to stimuli.
No, I wish. I just take it that I'm doing bad when I kill a bug. I just live with that, and I'm like, yep, I did bad.
Can talk about
I didn't do bad.
Talk about Jainism in my world religions class, and how
that's
ultra pacifist religion that will like consider harming any form of life to be kind of anathema.
I have a friend who is Jain, and that is it's a hard way to live, but I respect it a lot.
I bet it's fulfilling.
One of my friends was like, "What happens if like your fork touched like meat? Like, yeah, I can't use that fork then." It's like, huh? But like, if they don't do a good job of washing your fork, that's a bad thing in your face. He's like, "Yep, okay, respect that." If a mosquito's on you, he's like, "Yep, it bites me." That's what happens. Okay.
Can't let the mosquitoes know that, because then they'll just go to town.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to make sure that I don't like mosquitoes. Like, fuck mosquitoes.
Fuck mosquitoes. Kill all mosquitoes.
Like spiders and other bugs like that don't bother me so much. I will try to let spiders out as long as they are not bothering me like directly or threatening me in some way. I am fine with just letting them outside. Put them in a little cup.
Okay.
Put a piece of paper under the cup. and let them outside.
The other exception I would say is ticks. You really don't want ticks hanging around. It's really bad for you.
That's true. That's true. You don't have to kill the tick to get the tick off of you. Though,
No, annihilate it.
most of the time.
Yeah, but you certainly don't want it. Like at all.
No. No, it's a bad time if you have a tick on you.
And annihilate all ticks is my stance.
It's a fair stance. At one time, I had the most horrible spider experience I think possible. So I was on the toilet, and then when I got up, there was a spider in the bowl.
Oh no!
Truly a nightmare. I hated every second of it. I was like, look, normally I'd try to let this spider out, but I'm not fishing this spider out. And I guess you get to find out about the wonders of plumbing.
Yeah. Well, just think of it this way. It could have been way worse. He could have traveled somewhere which no one should ever travel.
Oh, I know. I contemplated all of these things flash before my eyes.
I mean, for all you know, maybe that's where he came from.
Yeah, it's also true, because I don't know how the fuck it got into my house. I don't know how it got into the toilet. And the lid is always down, because I am not a monster.
You're a good husband.
Yes. You didn't want parting shot? You had a...
No, I'm not even using the cast.
Ah, that's fair.
So I'm kind of looking more towards this Hades game right now. This isn't something I've played myself, though it reminds me a lot of Bastion. Is this a Supergiant Games thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, I figured.
Plays like those games.
It plays like Bastion, but faster, basically.
It's a roguelike.
And, yeah.
Oh. You've piqued my interest.
Can you summon every, battle? I never got summons.
It has a limit. You can use it once per room and a maximum of, I forget how many times, but basically you can restore the amount of summons you have through a couple different ways.
Mm-hmm. You can buy them at the pools.
I think you mainly restore them by picking up certain items.
Yeah.
Or all these mechanics you're using that I just never even unlocked.
How many alternate weapon aspects did you unlock, Gino?
One for each weapon?
Okay, because there are the fourth aspect for every weapon has an alternate moveset.
Yeah, I heard that you can get this Spear of Longinus and all those things.
It's actually the Spear of Guan Yu. Excuse me.
Okay. Sorry. Long spear.
Yeah, and you get Excalibur is the sword,
right,
and it's just a big ol' heavy sword that hits like a truck.
And you can get the Fists of Muhammad Ali and...
Wait, these are all real things you're talking about?
I'm sorry, they're the claws of Enkidu.
Oh, Enkidu? Yeah.
Yep.
I would have liked the boxing gloves of Muhammad Ali way more.
And then the alternate gun is the aspect of Lucifer, and it's a laser.
Right, yeah.
I used a laser last time. It's weird.
Laser's weird.
It doesn't stagger enemies, so it's kind of weird. It doesn't protect you.
Looks like they busted into the safe room in the armory. If you head east from your position,
deal a lot of damage at least.
And I guess any weapon can if you build it right. One interesting thing about the laser is that it ticks really fast, so it does a lot of little tiny bits of damage. So if you get something like a
Zeus buff or a frost buff, yeah.
Yeah, it stacks up to 10.
Dionysus.
I see. Murdering everything. I would have just done my shield cheese tactic, just hide in the corner, charging, never taking damage. It works on like 99.9% of enemies. As long as you're facing them. Yeah, I mean, really, once you unlock enough abilities in this game, it becomes pretty trivial.
And you know what abilities work well with, yeah. So, like, you know, the shield is a slow weapon. So you don't want to use abilities that stack up. Yep. You want to use abilities that
number of hits.
Just give raw attack power boost.
You definitely learn which ones are like, this is the one for rapid attacks, this is the one for single strong attacks, this is the one for when you're doing a casting build, which I never really did. Like, you need so many things to go right for casting builds to work.
Yeah, the cast is way more of just a secondary thing I mash out for most builds, unless, like, you know, Dionysus has that really nice Festive Fog stack with Hangover.
Yeah. That's definitely a legit build to itself. And there's also, like, I think it's at Hades, not Hades, Hermes gives you one that causes your cast to come back to you instantly, like after a certain time period instead of when things die. So that makes a cast build viable.
Well, it depends on, what kind of cast you're using. If you're using the regenerating cast or the 3 casts that stay in enemies.
I can't believe that Sisyphus just gives you a bunch of items too. It seems very strong.
It's kind of surprising that Sisyphus would be able to do that.
Is that summon Sisyphus or is it Boldy?
Boldy.
Awesome. So you can befriend Sisyphus's boulder.
Yep. Yep.
He's a good boy.
Hades is a good game.
Can you date Boldy?
Nah.
Ooh.
Is that what we should develop towards? A secret unlockable dating sim game where you date Boldy, the boulder?
Yeah.
I mean, you can date 2 other characters. 3, kinda. 2 have...
like 3, I think.
Yeah, you can try to date... There's you can date...
Thanos.
Thanatos. Meg.
I said Thanos.
Thanos, Meg, and you can try to date Dusa, but she'll at the end be like, actually, I don't date.
Not sure how long we can hold out. Hurry.
And also you can, like, date all of them and it's fine.
I was kind of hoping you would say Medusa just ghosts you.
She statues you, actually, in her culture. That's appropriate. Not laughing was appropriate.
I think that's fairly appropriate, yeah.
Call.
So I've got a chain lightning gun that seems to be doing work.
Oh,
you
finally,
know.
That game.
Yeah.
Something overpowered in that game, finally.
Yeah, something. Yeah, weird.
Progress.
I know, something in this game seems like it's very good at just murdering everything. Weird, I know.
I've noticed that your left fist seems to be quite the powerful tool as well.
Yep. Oh. If I wanted, I could have taken one of these turrets.
You know, I'm so excited. I usually don't get to watch Nikki's streams because we're usually streaming at the same time. This is great.
Yeah, I want to watch Nikki's stream. Because,
all you gotta do is defeat Project Snowblind.
All I have to do is defeat Project Snowblind. This might be a 3-parter. I actually need to upload, I need to upload my stream archives.
I can't see, it's too bright. I don't know if I'll be able to get this fish.
So is the fish like an item you get, or is this more or less just an achievement type thing?
Oh. I've never gotten a
You turn
sea
them
mare
into
before.
The fish give you extra currency. Like,
chops them up.
Yeah, the chef chops them up and gives you like gems or something. Sometimes like nectar or ambrosia if it's a really rare fish.
Like, most of the currencies are not that big of a deal to get. Once you got enough heat and stuff. And
Yeah.
some of the currency just becomes not that useful.
Yeah, and then at some point you're just farming Titan blood and ambrosia.
I love when Thanatos
right
shows
on
up.
is the purple stuff.
Yeah.
The darkness.
Yeah, and darkness. You're right.
I love when Thanatos shows up and is like, I'm gonna kill all these people. And I'm gonna help you, Zagreus. And then it's just like, oh no, Zagreus is too good at killing now. Early on, it's just like, finally a room where I'm not getting murdered. And then after a few hours, Thanatos just can't keep up.
So far, this build is not doing a ton of damage because I keep getting like currency runes.
You gotta take the god boon where you're more likely to get boons. I know that's controversial. I know some people prefer the boons have a higher chance of being better. Mirror perk.
Yeah, the DPS, and the further you get into this game, more, like, everything except maybe the last two bosses is just trivial.
Yeah, yep. That's even with heat. Like, as long as you aren't,
only
you know, certain heat buffs are worse for certain weapons, obviously. But yeah, there's definitely a point where like the only thing that was giving me a lot of trouble were the alternate bosses, alternate forms of the bosses.
Like the rooms just don't do
Yeah.
anything to you anymore. I'm Boldy. Can't believe it gives you health. Did you get a shield?
That's a keepsake.
Okay. Powerful magics.
I'm using the powerful magic of my Cyber Fist.
The most powerful of magics.
$2,000 sure were a time.
You know, people were still figuring out video games. Inexplicably.
Back before they realized that everything should be a roguelike.
Yeah, everything should be a roguelike or an open world game.
Oh no, Nikki, not like this.
I got Depth Defiance.
I know, but still.
I mean, Project Snowblind kind of came from the series that sort of proved that you could make anything an RPG.
True.
Yeah.
This game doesn't have turns. Huh. Who cares? Role-playing game because we say it is.
That's why Zombie Pie wants us to do. He's like, you know, if you think about it, I'm trying to think of the bad game ZP wanted us to play because it's technically an RPG. There are just so many.
Nothing but
there are
bad
tons of technical RPGs that are terrible.
I believe NBA 2K16 is on our short list, though.
Yeah, that's the one with Spike Lee, right?
That is the Spike Lee joint. Yes.
Yes, great.
I feel like everyone should play that at least once.
and it was also the one they gave away for free on PS Plus, so I actually own it. Conveniently.
Yeah, it was the PlayStation 4 version, right?
Yeah. So, I in fact own NBA 2K16.
Got this. There you go. Take that Minotaur.
Gotta talk to the Shade. Oh, they won't talk to me.
What?
I was looking into it, and apparently Humble Bundle gave away NBA 2K17, so I missed out on that one.
Oh, darn.
Rat.
Hopefully I get some damage here, because I have very bad damage.
This is Electronics Warfare Specialist Pitney to Bravo. We need immediate air evac at Coalition HQ.
So I got my second shot on Thursday, and I am still kind of messed up from it.
Okay, the chopper's on its way. Let me open
Oh, your immunity's building.
Yep, that's how you know. That's how you, because you know, woke up at 4 in the morning today.
Whatever you need, sir. We got a pretty big battle ahead of us.
Just being like, hey, I thought it was supposed to go away because I felt better after the first shot in, you know, like 24 hours. And then it's like, nope, you're still gonna feel bad and you're gonna call in sick for work.
You've seen Spider-Man. You know how it goes every time he gets bit in every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta look down in the morning, realize you have abs, and enjoy the rest of your life.
I wish. No, instead it's just
there.
like...
They exist.
Yeah. Instead it's just like, why does my armpit hurt? And then it's like, oh, that's where the lymph node is.
Ah.
I vaguely remember what lymph nodes do. They have something to do with the immune system.
Yeah, the longer I can go without thinking about lymph nodes, I think better. My life in general.
That checks out.
Have y'all played Loop Hero?
Yes. If you want me to... have you recorded your podcast on it yet?
No, we're probably going to do that tomorrow, if I had to guess.
Okay.
I don't like this game.
I have thoughts on Loop Hero.
You like this game?
No. I have played Loop Hero for like 30 hours, and I still don't know if I like it or not. Or like, if I love it, or if I like it because it is novel, and I can play it while watching something else in the corner of my screen.
This is really a game that makes me think about what the point of games is.
Because
I'm barely paying attention to it. Technically, progress is happening.
It is.
I'm barely thinking about it.
It is more involved than an idle game. So you know, it has mechanics. It has player input. Oh, jeez.
So is this the next evolution of the clicker game? Is that what this is?
Kind of.
Pretty much that.
Honestly,
yeah, you're not far off.
It's not. It's not that. Absolutely not.
What if a clicker was slightly more taxing to play? Like you had to pay slightly more attention to it, but it had as little strategy.
It does. It absolutely has strategy. Like
not that much.
I have gotten to part 4, and I very much feel like you have to have your builds laid out. But now the problem is I've run into a wall, and I can't.
Part 2, and I don't want to play it anymore.
Okay, yeah.
I'm barely like paying attention to it to begin with. I'm like, I've occasionally played it while other people were playing things during the endurance run. Like that is my exposure to this game, and like every moment that I'm playing it, I'm like, I could be playing almost anything else and get more out of it.
Hey, you know, you want a good game that you can play that is yeah, you know, Project Snowblind. No, so the new Stellaris patch and DLC just dropped, and I very much came to the realization that there's definitely a large chunk of Stellaris that is kind of an idle game, because it is grand strategy, so a lot of it is waiting for things to happen.
My favorite, yeah, that's my favorite thing to do in games, is waiting for things to happen.
Stellaris is very good, but it is far more of a low impact game than you think it is for a crazy paradox grand strategy thing.
I'm just kind of lamenting the fact that Farmville mechanics have worked their way into other games.
Yeah. That's fair.
So what was the game you played this morning? That looked like fun.
Oh, it's One Step from Eden. It's like a roguelike.
Oh, yeah, the Mega Man Battle Network roguelike thing.
Yeah, that was one of those games that I got in Humble Monthly Bundle, and I was like, what's this? And then I started playing it and was like, oh, wow.
That game is cool looking. I would like to play it at some point.
It is certainly fun. It's a good game to just pick up and play like a round of it and then and set down again.
Yeah, because to get back on roguelikes, you know, between this and Hades and Loop Hero.
What's our move now, Chief?
I don't know.
See, here I am.
Can't stay
I was
holed up
thinking
in
East
here
of
forever,
Eden.
sir. I'm
That's not
working
it.
on it.
It is
That's
not
the
the
John
anime
Steinbeck
East
novel.
Yeah.
Isn't that also an anime?
Yes, there's an anime called East of Eden. It is not based on the John Steinbeck.
Foo Fighters opening or something?
Sure, that sounds right.
Wait, am I saying Foo Fighters or is it Oasis? It's Oasis.
Break into any house with a working computer and drop the coalition line.
Coalition troops, it's war. NATO's gonna send in
And we
Those are
surrender.
not very similar bands.
No, they're not at all.
No. There's only one way to stop the general. It's a no-brainer.
Oh
We
shit,
find him,
plot is happening
we
in
kill
Project
him.
Snowblind.
I think so.
A lot is
Nathan,
also happening
we're
in
ill-equipped.
Hades. We're
Yeah.
killing rats.
And we're tired. Oh, yeah. And there's only 19 of us.
Yeah. And who's with me?
I've
So,
learned
Nikki, are you
that
at-
there's 19 people left in Project Snowblind.
Yeah. They're like 19 people left, and they're
You
like,
ain't going pro without Echo Squad, Judge.
Good man. Anyone else? Pitney?
Nikki, are you at the
insane.
point in your
We're
game
not
where
enhanced like you, Nathan.
you do
You
not
can't
need to
ask us
spend
to throw our
coins
lives
on
away.
anything at the final Charon shop?
That's the
Yeah.
last
Because you
thing I
need-
was asking you to do.
oh, I've been
Yeah,
given a
where we
correction.
I could definitely.
The anime is
spend
called
some.
Eden of the East.
Oh, yes. Correct.
Yeah, there's some stuff I can buy, but there was a Death Defiance there, which kind of equates to like 100 and some health, so I took it.
Okay, because I just wasn't sure. At a certain point, like the stuff you need to buy, you can buy, just is not that good anymore.
With each passing day. He has secluded himself in an abandoned bunker.
Some of the stuff you can buy at the end there is like
His
you can get
guard
like
to protect
a
him.
double palm of power,
Below the bunker is a
so
sewer
that could be
system.
useful.
I used to explore it as a child.
Or the mace is
This
pretty
is
good
how
too.
we get
Yeah.
inside.
So I've
anvil,
never played
whatever.
Hades before.
The anvil is
I'm
kind of
kinda
like
trying
trying
to
You only concern yourself with the ghosts.
trying to figure out what
race, I'm
the
afraid, is quite
progression of this game is. Is it a case of you clear a room and you get to shop, or is it you clear a dungeon and you get to shop?
When you
The
clear a
shops
room, you
show
get
up
to pick.
randomly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pick
okay.
what the next room will give you.
Yeah, typically you'll get a choice of which room you want. Except for this final area.
Now we're being attacked by invisible ghosts.
So yeah, like this 300 coin palm is actually a double.
Okay, we're down to 16 people. I'm just making random math. I'm pretty sure there's way more people dead in Project Snowblind than 2.
Oh, there's
I
cloaking
think
guys
I can
now.
finish this run, but it's gonna be a slow ass fight.
You're gonna have to play very safe. Now we're up to the titular Hades. Perhaps you've heard of him, God of the Dead, played by James Woods.
Unfortunately, yeah, nope. Sorry, you just
Is it weird that James Wood became a supervillain in Family Guy just for being James Woods?
I mean, he also became a supervillain in real life, to be fair.
By being James Woods.
By being James Woods, and yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we need to fight Hades, but not the Kingdom Hearts Hades. Slightly different Hades.
You fight Hades in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Did he reprise his role in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yep.
See, that's crazy that they got James Woods, but I mean, I guess getting Tom Hanks is
available.
a bit difficult.
No, they got Tom Hanks' brother.
Who sounds a lot like him.
Yes, who is his sound-alike. Okay, so if you want the real weird thing, in Kingdom Hearts 3, they did not get Mandy Moore to reprise her role as Rapunzel, but they did get her to do Aerith in the DLC.
That's awesome! She's like, nah, I'm not Rapunzel, I'm Aerith. I'm already in this universe, I can't be two characters in this universe. I take this very seriously, I'm Mandy Moore.
Yes, I am pop star turned actress turned whatever she's doing these days.
See, that genuinely shocked me, because I thought they basically removed all the Final Fantasy characters from the Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, they kind of did. And honestly, I think Aerith in 7 Remake is the best incarnation of that character.
A mile.
She is so good. Like, I know you guys are... Have you done your second Final Fantasy 7 Remake podcast yet?
Coming up.
Because... like, the characterization of everyone in that game is so good.
So fun.
And Aerith is one of the more likable characters by a mile.
I think I said this in our first podcast, but in the original FF7, I was like, why would you date Aerith when you could date Tifa? Like, you have history with Tifa. Aerith is barely here for a lot of it. Why is she the canonical character? And then I played 7 Remake and was like, oh yeah, Aerith is better. Yes. Yes. Of course. Cloud's found himself in a bit of a pickle.
Yep.
I haven't completely finished the remake, but I found myself not liking Barrett as much simply because he keeps doing the weird Final Fantasy noise at the end of every fight.
Yeah.
Like
he does the victory fanfare, and you're like, this is a little much.
I feel like they character assassinated him with that alone.
He's a bit lame.
Got that strong dad energy.
They made him basically camera dude from Final Fantasy. The camera dude from Final Fantasy 15. Jesus.
Oh, Prompto?
Yes.
Everyone's favorite character, Prompto?
Ah, yes. All of my favorite characters from Final Fantasy 15.
Prompto,
Yeah.
Prompto Jr.
Camera dude, the dude with the
guy.
shield, and cooking guy.
King Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, BTS.
Oh boy.
That is a lot of lasers.
How did you not... Oh, I guess if you're close to him, you don't take damage?
Yeah,
Yep.
you can get
that.
like right next to him.
Yep.
You can kind of be inside the ring, which I just failed to do.
Did not know that was a thing you could do. See, I just always turtle up behind a shield. If I'm trying to just win.
Oops.
He does murder you very fast if you're not behind a shield.
Yeah. Did we get any donations? Let's see. I feel like
I haven't seen anything pop up.
Okay, I just want to know if I'm doing any heat.
The casual nature with which you just beat that, and I was like, okay. Do you have any donations?
Yeah, I mean, to those of you watching, this man just killed Hades with his feet. I feel like that deserves a couple of dollars his way. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I've only got 15 minutes, so I don't think I can finish another round and throw on some heat anyway.
Yeah, go for it. Make this shit harder. This is baby stuff.
It appears the the general has made improvements to his forces.
I think James Hong is in this game. I think the guy yelling at me over the radio is James Hong.
Is it safe to assume that Nick on the fundraiser page is Nick Rooney?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna post your donation page in the chat.
Acclaimed Chinese-American character actor.
I feel like saying please donate for feet is a dangerous thing to say. That being said,
Put it in chat.
Donate for feet, you perverts.
No judgment. Only money.
No kink shaming, only charity.
Yes. Saw an article today that said that there are a lot more streams of folks in hot tubs because Twitch now allows you to stream in bathing suits if you're in context-appropriate situations. So people have just started streaming from their hot tubs.
That's really funny.
Yes.
I mean, that's one way to do things, I guess.
Honestly brilliant.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw somebody doing,
someone
like-
in my chat said he once sat 10 feet away from James Woods in a casino once. That's
Okay.
exciting.
Please tell us that story.
Yeah, tell us that story.
Is he just cursing under his breath constantly? Was he surprisingly fun?
Surprisingly fun, James Woods.
Wow.
Sounds like a sitcom.
All I know is that James Woods played Rudy Giuliani in a made-for-TV movie that came out roughly a couple, like, 2002-ish. So, you know,
About the
right...
love story between Rudy Giuliani and his cousin.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Live in a weird timeline, folks.
I mean, I knew that for a while now, but sometimes it still surprises me. I was still shocked when Senator Armstrong became president.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Yep, we got that on stream.
Metal Gear Rising is so good.
Honestly, that looks way more fun than anything Metal Gear related I've ever seen.
You know, to tie it back into Project Snowblind, Metal Gear Rising is an example of what happens when you salvage a messy project and turn it into a good game.
What was that originally?
Because originally Kojima Productions was making Metal Gear Rising in-house, and they had no idea what they were doing.
Yes.
Because they didn't know if they wanted it to be more of an action or a stealth game.
Yeah, and they've never really been good at action.
Nope.
No.
I mean, Metal Gear 5 has some okay action if you want to play that way, but eh.
It looks like a donation did pop up. If you want, I can read it out, or I can leave that to you, Nick.
Yes.
I'll go for it.
Okay, $5.17 Canadian was donated anonymously. They say, I can't even beat this with my hands. Unfortunate. Thank you for the donation.
Thank you. Just keep playing it, you'll beat it.
Yeah, this game really is it's attrition. You'll eventually beat it.
Yeah, it's just a combination of knowledge and those little permanent upgrades add up.
I've got Oasis stuck in my head. Damn it.
Which Oasis song now?
The good one.
The good one, eh?
Underwall.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty good.
No, Don't Look Back in Anger. That's the one I have stuck in my head.
That is also pretty good.
Those are the two good Oasis songs. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Baldy.
I feel like I like most Oasis songs, but those are probably the better ones.
I don't know what the button is to give him stuff. There we go.
Hey, Baldy.
I think you can just keep giving Baldy stuff.
Always give Baldy stuff. Look at him.
I like that the options, I only saw 2 of them, but 2 of them were, one was healing and one was darkness.
Yeah, darkness is like the upgrade currency.
Darkness is my favorite Pajama Sam character. It's not true. Darkness is just fine. Pajama Sam.
Darkness is adequate?
Yeah, no, he's not that skilled. That's the lesson of Pajama Sam 2. But 1, Pajama Sam 1, Pajama Sam, which I played during day 1 of the CER.
Are there still ways to purchase it, Pajama Sam, or is it one of those?
I believe all those
On
humongous
Steam.
games are on Steam.
They're
Really?
on Steam. Yes.
There's a game called Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise in the Humongous Complete Pack.
That is correct. You can get Fatty Bear, you can get Putt Putt, you can get Freddy Fish, Five Fox, whatever you want, really.
I was a
These
Freddy
all
Fish
sound like
child.
mafia people.
Pajama Sam Lad, and occasionally Putt Putt. Oh, Buzzy was surprisingly good, also. The science bug. Only had 3 games. Buzzy, maybe 2. Buzzy goes to the jungle, and it taught you about the jungle and the animals that live therein. And then also, Buzzy goes to the airport, which is just like I don't think that the airport is as big of a wish fulfillment thing for a kid as the jungle. Is this Excalibur that I'm seeing?
Yes.
Okay. Seems to hit very hard.
It does,
Yeah.
but it's quite slow, so it's one of my least favorite weapons.
Oh,
But
I
this-
love it.
This is my favorite sword form, but I just don't like the sword very much at all.
Just want to bring up really quickly that that Nick Rooney's donations are currently at $1,515 Canadian. So if you guys want to ruin symmetry, your chance is to donate. Just go down to his donation page. It's linked in the Giant Bomb chat.
Please do.
I just pressed the A button too many times. Oh well. I lost track of where my foot was.
I beat phase 2 of Loop Hero.
I'm proud of you.
I did it. I looped heroically. So, Nikki, you've got about 4 minutes left. Any takeaways from playing Hades with your feet? Any things you learned about Hades?
It plays really well with your feet. It like...
Two-button game,
It plays
really.
like an arcade game. So like, arcade games are meant to be played with by like slamming your hand down buttons, right? So doing it with your foot is honestly not that much different.
I see, that makes sense.
So this is definitely like one of the easiest games that I've done with my feet, but also I have a good controller for it.
What are you using? A 4E fight stick?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did not need a weird rig. You don't need your foam block and your controller for this one.
No, that was miserable. I used to have like the most sore legs ever after playing with like a tiny little Xbox joystick and like a broken set of cheap $15 foot pedals.
Foot pedals were the best. I missed the
One
foot
of them was just broken.
I missed the foot pedals. I know that they were probably bad for this, but very funny.
Excellent. Now you only need
Yep, always the hammer.
According to this information, they're
Yeah, pretty
working on a
much.
new weapon prototype.
Yeah, the hammer just giving you those straight upgrades to your weapons permanently, and they tend to be pretty fundamentally... Like, they alter your run pretty fundamentally.
Yeah, they let you hone in on whatever you're doing.
What is your least favorite of the gods, in terms of, like, boons?
I feel like Aphrodite's probably...
Why is his name slipping my mind right now? What's wine dad's?
Dionysus.
Dionysus, yeah. That is
Oh, I
my
love
least favorite.
Dionysus.
I mean, I like him his personality, but I don't like his runes.
Really? I really don't like, Artemis. Crits.
Oh, you don't like crit builds?
No. I like certainty.
No. You like certainty, do you?
Dionysus.
The hammer I just got had 2 specials. I'm not using the special, and the other special was related to money, so I didn't get anything out of that. But also, it is time to swap streams.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it looks like Trash Squad is next. They are going to be closing out the overtime endurance run.
Fantastic.
What are they playing again?
It doesn't say.
Oh, okay. I feel like they said somewhere, I just don't remember where.
Yeah, I don't remember where either. I'm just looking at the calendar. It says GeoGuessr. I'm not sure if that's...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is a game.
Oh, do you know what okay, so GeoGuessr is the thing where it's like you get a random street screenshot of somewhere in the world and you have to guess where it is.
Oh.
And so you have to be like, where in the world is this sign in Russian? And then you have to be like, it's in Uzbekistan, of course.
damn, I was this far away from it.
Yep, and then it's like, you idiot, you thought this was Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan.
Yep, Tajikistan.
If I ever played this game, I know a very specific spot in the world where I would pick.
It's on the United States East Coast.
I'm not going to ruin it, but there is an area where I was looking up on Street View, and I noticed that there was a teenager dabbing.
Oh no!
At the Google Street camera. So I had to mark it on Google Earth, as you do.
And you are allowed to, like, you're on Earth, Google Earth, so you can, like, mouse around, move around the streets and stuff to kind of get a feel for things.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Looks
this
like
is
he's
awesome.
investigating things.
Oh, that's what you need to do. That's how this works. You find the cemetery, like, where's there a cemetery? Oh, is there anything marking a location in some way? We have street names.
So are you allowed to use Google to help you in this? Like, if you see something like a sign for Patterson's Pottery, can you look that up?
I mean, I feel that's in bad faith, but you have maps open, so you can, like, if you get a street name from a street map, that definitely does it. Aw, damn.
I think it's kind of like do your own, whatever pleases you in terms of rules.
Yeah. It's your call.
The most unique store
on the shore.
On the shore. Oh wow.
See, that's nice. It's nice when stuff's in English. Personally.
Amazing.
Oh, I got a railgun.
We're developing a field version of the rail cannons. This will make a huge difference in our efforts. Very nice work, Lieutenant.
I've just realized what the objective tracker in Project Snowblind reminds me of.
What?
Aquaman's superpowers and Super Friends.
You're right. Not wrong. You're using, your sonar vision. Okay, what was the point of that?
It's the point of anything when you think about it.
Wow, getting real deep. Oh, cool. The game just fucking crashed.
Did you have a save recently?
Semi-recently, yeah.
Geological time, everything is recent.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, with that, I'm gonna go eat food.
All right,
I
yeah.
haven't eaten in a while.
I think I'm gonna call it here. Those of you still watching me, I will try to finish Project Snowblind maybe tomorrow or something. But thank you all for participating, hanging out. Great job. I'm gonna watch Trash Squad. Gonna watch some guest geographic locations. So you all have a good one.